5 seconds. Welcome back to this episode of Times of Change on CGTN live stream. I am CGTN Xu. Here with us, we have Jason Lightfoot.
Yes, I am Jason Lightfoot. This is Xingchen Xu. I'm the foot.
I am the shoe.
He's the shoe. We're the perfect team here at CGTN.
Yes, and where are we, Jason?
We are now. Hold on, cameraman. Come in. 过来. Now we are in Haikou, the provincial capital of Hainan. Now this place is steeped in history, right? And I know what you're thinking. Look around behind me. This place, this is China. This is China, right? Yes. Now it does have this strange style to it. And now Xingchen Xu. He's the man with all the answers. He knows this place upside down, inside out. He knows it like the back of his hand. And now he's going to tell us.
I am the shoe. I'm going to help the feet to walk.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we're going to walk. And he knows why it does indeed look like this. Okay?
So let's come over here. As the buildings Jason mentioned, it's quite exotic to a certain extent, right? Because it's a mixture of like European and Asian styles. Look, what do we found here? Look at it. Come in close, because I want to get a real good close look at this. I mean, look at the intricate details, this exquisite detail. I mean, what I don't know what bird this is. It's a bird. It's a bird on the tree.
Maybe this is a partridge bird.
Probably, and we're going to talk more about the partridge in a little bit.
And you can see the mixture between the western style and then the west meets the east of the. Yes. This is kind of like the Chinese.
Like a mystical creature,
dragon.
Probably for like good luck and whatnot. It's like a fish, but like a lizard or whatnot.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
But
some
of course,
kind of dragon.
For all of this, I am not the expert, Jason. I've also learned this in just a couple of hours and a couple of days, and we need a little bit of guest.
Yes, we have a guest with us that's going to help us today. She knows more than us.
And join with us, we have Peng Wang, and she works here, and she knows all the details about the structure, the buildings, the history behind that, and of course, that intrigued the local culture. 那个彭老师啊，我们先讲一下，我们这边看到有这些画嘛，有雕塑。
这是我们骑楼建筑所采用的一种方式，叫做灰塑工艺。
I'm going to translate for a little bit. So this is one of the types of technique that they use to decorate their houses. It's the clay sculpture.
Clay sculpture. This is all made out of clay.
石灰呀、草金呀，这种来做的原材料来做成的一种雕塑工艺。
So
it's 在唐代就有。
Oh, it's actually clay sculpture that the technique can be traced back to the Tang Dynasty. That will be
唐朝，具有千年传承的一种技艺。
So it's about like over 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years old. Wow. So yeah, it's a lot of history in this place.
Let's walk on the streets.
Let's
like go down a little bit. It's a fairly long street, I would say.
Yeah, and, it's very peaceful, relaxing. You literally feel like you're walking somewhere in
Venice.
Venice, Florence, Italy. You wouldn't think that this is actually China.
Yeah, and then it comes to the question why these buildings are here, right?
Yeah, why does it look like this?
彭老师，就是为什么我们这儿能看到这么多这样子的骑楼啊？
在19世纪初的时候呢，因为许多人受到国内的战乱和一个生活窘境为了谋求生计呢，他们就背井离乡去到了南洋，也就是现在东南亚一带的地方。
So I'm going to translate for a little bit. Yeah, you know that word, right? So in early 19th century, because of wars, because of local economy, sluggish local economy. And a lot of people from like southern China, they start to migrate and start to find jobs in Southeast Asia. And also that's a time when South Asia was really colonized by the West. They need a lot of man labor, a lot of power.
Like the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia,
Malay Peninsula, etc. And so the Chinese people, they went for work in Southeast Asia, and then they accumulated quite a bit of wealth, and they come back.
Decide to come back and inspired by what they've seen and kind of invest in their hometown. Right, yeah, and so this is what we're seeing.
But let's talk about actually I know there are different stories behind the styles, right? So what are the 3 major styles that we can see here? 就我们可以这个 主要的风格有哪几类？是有3类对吧？
对，一共有3类，一种是欧亚混交的文艺复兴式，一种是欧亚混交的巴洛克式，另外一种就是南洋式。
Okay, so here's you heard that
Baroque
and some of them can have like characteristics tracing back to like French Renaissance.
Yeah, it's all like infused together, mixed together, Southeast Asian, Baroque, European style, Mediterranean style, combined together and made a new style, Haiko style.
And actually, there's a lot of mixture. I heard that actually there is a coffee shop that actually have opera inside, right? 就我们是有一个。
哦，对。
So we already passed it.
Oh, we walked past it. We missed it. We need to go
Where
back.
is that? We need to go back.
Sorry.
Let's go back.
It's all right.
We walked too far.
It's a mix.
We're taken aback by this lovely scenery around us.
Yes, because it's marvelous when you are really kind of getting adjusted to learn about the history behind it. So I think that's the coffee shop, right?
Yeah. Okay. So this is authentic Haiko coffee. It's this one, right?
Yeah, this one. It's called Aromazanti Club Haiko. But they also offer like coffee.
They also have whiskey.
It's called 自在 Cafe. Founded in 1931.
过来. Black tea, whiskey, cognac, brandy. Let's get inside.
Absolutely.
The
breeze. Oh my
AC.
God, I love it. Actually, it's getting better. When we were like arrived earlier today, oh my God, the sun-baked streets, super steamy and hot.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler now. It's slightly more cloudy today. Yeah.
I think they do serve coffee, right? 就是他们其实也有咖啡的，对吧？
是的，他们这是主打本地的兴隆咖啡。
兴隆咖啡 so it's a local coffee bean.
兴隆咖啡。
Can we have a taste?
We have a taste. I think we should definitely have a taste.
咖啡吗？我们现在能看见那豆子吗？ Can we see the beans?
See the beans being brewed. The authentic beans.
Yes.
Authentic beans.
And it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in China. It's probably time for some more coffee. But that's the bean.
This is the authentic.
I want to smell it.
Smells like you wouldn't have thought, but it smells like coffee.
It's a little bit of fruity, I think.
那我这个这里，
这个是哪儿产的？
这是海南万宁。
万宁哦。
兴隆。
哦，
兴隆咖啡。
对啊，万宁离我们多远啊？离海口？
万宁大概多少公里？你知道？
I'm gonna Google it. So Wani, there is a lot of beach there. I'm just going to ask my phone while this young lady, the beautiful lady, is going to help us to get a taste of the coffee.
Coffee's coming up. Let's take another closer look at these beans here. Just I want the viewers to get like deep in close with these beans, so that you can actually smell these beans at home. You would hope that this is smell-o-vision because
170公里。
So it's about like 2 hours to drive.
2 hours drive from here.
Yeah, 170 kilometers away.
And that's where the beans are from.
Yes.
Oh wow! So it's very, it's all locally
Look at that.
sourced.
啊，这个大概要多久能做好？需要3分钟5分钟。So they will take them like 3 or 5 minutes to finish the coffee, but we're gonna have a coffee later.
Okay.
But there's one more thing here. There's one more thing here.
Opera.
Yes.
Someone is singing.
Yes, absolutely. In the back.
We're gonna do some
this
singing.
Coffee shop. But think about it. It's a coffee shop. It's a coffee shop, but there's a.
You can drink
后面有一
your.
个戏台是专门表演琼剧的这样。
And then do a bit of opera on the side. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh my. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's great. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I want you guys to teach us. I want to learn about it, but before that, I want to know more about what you just sang, what you just sung. 就刚才我们唱那个曲目叫什么呀？
是我们海南的比较优秀、比较传统的，名字叫张文秀。
张文秀是个人，
张文秀
是个人，
就人名对
张文秀，他是个什么样的
他
一个？
是个在这个剧里面呢，他是原先是书生
啊
后来就中状元了。
啊，
他这个是我们海南的比较喜欢的一段戏啊，
Okay.
一部戏。
So the opera is about a one man, and he's a scholar, but then he won the bid to actually become a like the top scholar.
top scholar.
Yes,
Okay.
张文秀，对吧？
对对对。
So the name is 张文秀. When
张文秀
it means like literature or literary here in China. When and Xiu is like great, beautiful. And what's the story? 就是这个戏曲主要讲的是他的故事，对吗？还是怎么？
对，他有一个故事，就是这个张文秀是我们海南也喜欢雄剧的都知道，他讲的是一个书生，原来两家跟一个王张家跟王家是定亲的啊，就是三杰。剧中叫三杰，王三杰，我是张文秀。首先，他两家在过去的是订婚了，后来因为张文秀，对，张文秀落难了就跑到那个就是未成婚的王三姐家聚居那里。
I'm going to translate for a little. So actually, it's a love story.
Oh, a love story.
It's a
Oh, it's
love
very
story.
romantic.
And it's one of the most popular opera pieces here in the Qiong opera. Qiong means Hainan. So it's the
local opera.
Yeah, the local
okay.
opera. So basically, Zhang Wenxiu, the scholar, top scholar, and he ran into some problems, and then he actually escaped to Miss Wang. And this is Miss Wang.
Oh,
and,
Miss Wang.
And they got engaged. Yeah, the sister of from the Wang family.
Oh, okay.
And then escaped from prosecutions, etc. 那能简单教我们唱两句？
We're gonna learn some singing.
这是最简单的一句。
最简单的是，我们海南的也经常也是简单的一句就是也用破了是袁氏小姐到书房，文秀貌味理不当，我就教这两句啊。
We're gonna learn some
袁氏
singing.
小姐到书房。
I'm an excellent singer, by the way, so you better get ready for this.
经常
那句话再能讲一下吗？是叫
就是袁氏小姐
就是王。
袁
对，小姐到书房，书房就是那个读书的地方啊。
然后
文秀就是我，文秀貌媚理不当。
So basically, like the 文秀 is asking 就是文秀是邀请
对
小姐来，
就是说他刚才呢所做的是原谅那种啊，原来是小姐到了书房里面，文秀貌媚呢理不当。这两句哦，
so
就教这两句很好。
So this is like to ask the third sister from the Wang family to go to the study, and Wen Xiu, the scholar, was apologizing for being a little bit rude or whatnot. Yeah.
So let's start singing.
Yeah, let's start singing a little bit. Yeah.
What's the first line of the song?
唱是怎么唱？
Oh, maybe just an easy part.
那好。愿的小姐高路别独安。
Maybe just the first part.
Maybe just the first two words. 我们就第一个音怎么样？我们就来唱第一个音先。
第一个音。
And look at my face.
We do together.
Yeah, look at our face.
Okay.
愿的小姐
Why are you singing with the
高路别独邦，
高路别独邦。
对。
可以 I think we did.
I think we did
really good.
一下子就学会了这个腔调，这海南这个腔调一下子能学，大家
Thank you so much.
对，就是刚才你这个唱的就是。因为这个序曲呢，它有它的发音，它不像唱歌那样，它也是用序曲的发音，它不是还是那种的就讲唱歌了。那个序曲呢，它有序曲的这个比较特殊的这个一种风格。
And he just said like because the pronunciation, the articulation of different words and letters are quite different.
Difficult. Oh, yeah.
And that's something we need to train a little bit more. But
we need a lot more training.
Yeah, and we have a long straight, and we need to move on. But before we go,
okay.
我们能带来一个就是有伴奏的一个表演吗？ So we're gonna watch their like watch the show for a little bit with the backtrack.
We can back off and let the professionals handle everything.
Yes, absolutely.
欢。好，下面给大家献上的是我们海南的比较优秀的传统剧目。
So we are now having the.
选段。
It's just an opening of the scenes. We are presenting the opera show.
我们现在要为大家演出的
to the story.
Yeah.
掏包袱，也是我们海南人最喜欢的
淘宝
淘宝
淘宝 like
淘宝
like the store.
It's like Taobao.
Wow.
你带色俩了山，我今天你老归，松绑哎呀，多山都来到。 万条条，路天大地东，哦耶，好呀！哎呀，做啥？像我贵阳的挣多少啊？我的贵阳的对给俩起来的。哇，万条大地，不买枪。
Them to perform because there are other people are watching this.
Okay.
But for us, for the time is snake, and we're gonna move back
we got
get our coffee and to have more stuff.
So let's go.
It's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah,
You feel
it's
the
very-
emotion,
it's-
even though for me, I hardly understand it.
Yeah, I feel it's similar to the Beijing opera.
Yes.
Slightly less high pitch than the Beijing opera. Oh, our
coffee.
coming close. You see the steam. Right, let's have a nice little slurp of this authentic Haiko coffee, right?
Hainan coffee. It's not from Haiko. It's from Hainan.
Oh,
It's
it's
from
from
2 hours
Hainan.
ago.
兴隆
兴隆咖啡，兴隆咖啡。
That's good. That's good. That's
It's
good.
great. Like right now, it's like in the afternoon time for us to do
Yeah,
our
yeah.
job and a little bit kick. And we have
We should put some
Sugar,
sugar in.
sugar.
Let's put some sugar in.
糖，
Tang?
yeah.
Wait, let me. Oh, we don't have time.
Yeah, wait,
Hold on,
wait,
hold
yeah.
on. It's a little bit hard. I can't drink that quick.
Is it better? Have this.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. I needed this. I needed it. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Let's go.
能给我2张纸巾吗？
哎，可以。
I think that I'm sweating. Look at my
yeah,
face.
it's
Do you
quite
need
hot.
this?
Yeah, maybe I need one.
It's very warm.
It's a tough job of doing this today.
Let's move along.
走吧，
Moving on
我们继续往前，前面还有一个好吃的东西等着你们。
Ooh, there's something that we can eat.
To the next
and then it
place.
can cool us off. But then, before we have still like about 2 or 3 minutes walk to that. I want to talk more about the Nanyang culture. The Nanyang stands for really how people in ancient China they call East Asia.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But then, talking about like Nanyang culture，彭女士啊，就是我们讲这个南洋文化啊，它对这个海口有什么影响吗？就当时就或者说是这个它的包容性也好啊，就是我们有这个老街嘛，就这方面你是怎么观察的？
老街它的形成，它的南洋文化其实它最基础的就是华侨文化。那华侨文化它的灵魂就是一个兼顾 包容的这样的一个灵魂所在。那海南人本来就是非常具有海纳百川这样精神的一种民族的人，所以他在整个街面上的话，它也会形成一种包容性的一种风格。比如说我们的
I'm going to translate for a little bit here. But before that, they are actually doing some like this is a renovation, so they can keep the old buildings. Some of them over 100 years ago.
Oh yeah. So you need a lot of renovation here.
Yeah, a little bit of renovation to keep them in check. But I just asked Miss Peng about what really is the Nanyang culture, and she said like Nanyang culture rooted with overseas Chinese culture. And that kind of sparks, and even for the buildings here, that's a lot of Chinese. They migrate elsewhere, but then when they got wealthy, they come back. And to build their hometown.
Yeah, to invest in their hometown.
Yes, and that's somewhat of like the openness of the Chinese culture is willing to kind of mix. Like when they move overseas and come back, they bring something new here, but they also kind of bring some of Chinese culture.
Combined it together.
That's what we have here.
That's what we can see here.
The sun is coming back.
然后我们带你去吃一个
Look at that.
海南本地的一个清凉解渴的一个食品。
So this is a dessert shop, and I think
we need something to cool down.
叫清补凉。
清补凉.
清补凉.
Yeah.
清补凉.
So it means like fresh, healthy, and cold.
Ice cream.
It's like ice cream. It's a jelly, yeah.
Oh, it's similar to ice cream.
So let's check out the menu first. I don't know what's it. It's called coconut milk peach gum.
椰奶。
Refreshing. Yeah. It's a long name. Coconut milk peach gum.
Gum.
There's a jelly part from the peach.
Refreshing. That's what we're looking for.
Yes,
Refreshing.
refreshing. 我们要3碗这个吧。好。And always like when you go around here in China, you're red. You're very red. Like you can just.
The coffee was like too hot.
It's too hot. So we can get something that is cool and
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
那您收桌下做好零食吗？
我们有
我们直接拿走。
这种快一点的。
We don't want to wait.
Yeah, we don't want to wait. We're just stand here and wait for it, and we're going to grab it and go.
We can push in the queue, hopefully. Push in line.
It's so warm.
It's hot. It's a hot day today.
I feel like so many people are here inside, right?
Yeah. So this is also authentic to Haikou, right? Yeah. Okay.
I think this is one of those like local specialty, and the people tend to. I mean, 这个是只有海南有这个对吗？
是的，它就是海南本地的。
Look at that.
Oh, this is
that's
ours.
coconut. Yeah.
And how do you?
它也有绿豆呀，有红豆啊。
So we have one each.
Yeah, we have one each. Yeah.
Oh wow. Do we need a?
Oh, that's the ice cream one.
Oh, I'll have the ice cream one. Yeah.
Do we have like spoons?
这个不
We
用。
just use our fingers.
I love the bowl.
Yeah, it's good that you can like hold it here. There's no spoon.
我们有勺子吗？给我们几个勺子。就给我勺子就好了。
可以直接有勺子就行了。来。
So the first bite goes to the viewers out there. But I don't know what's really inside.
Hold on.
冰淇淋拿
Look at
这个
this.
勺吧，这个勺冰淇淋拿。
Come in close. Look at this. Just look how refreshing that is.
I think that's coconut as well.
I'm gonna put this all in just because I'm going all in today on this ice cream. Here we go.
I think we had too much fun already. And we're running short on time, but we have one more stop. While that we're eating and walk to our last stop. Oh, you got a brain. Oh my God, take it easy. Oh, this is the peach gum.
它里面有很多内容，比如说红枣、绿豆，还有这个
这是 yam
芋圆加一点水果，
And also, of course, I think this is the best such thing that I taste since I came here. Oh, and of course, coconut. And actually, here there are 3 special food, right? Local like, 就是我们当地有3个特产，就是 coconut， 有什么
咖啡，
不是当地，就是我们3个那个非遗的那3个。
哦，非遗的，
就是有椰浆的嘛，椰浆。
有不是有黑糖，因为海南岛它主要是拿蔗糖嘛，有甘蔗做成一系列工序之后，它就会压制成一种黑糖，黑糖它也是我们省级的一个非物质文化遗产。
So basically, like brown sugar is one of their specialty agriculture specialties here from Hainan, because they have a huge like industry of like sugar canes.
So they make sugar cane industry. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And then and also coconuts, a lot of coconut, like coconut flakes， 就是椰子也有，椰子的那个，这不是还有海南粉啊，还有一个
海南粉也是我们的一个国家一个省级的一个文化遗产。
还有叫椰浆对吧？
没有
椰胶，
没有椰浆。
哦。
哎，这边有一个我们海南比较有名的一个店叫鹧鸪茶店。
还有对 tea place，
对，
鹧鸪是鹧鸪 like portrait tea， you're still having your ice cream，
哦这个，一路吃，我们把这个先放到这
I don't want to leave it here，
放这，
我不想放下，
不想放下，那就再吃两个，但是有
It is so good，
可以品尝一下这边的鹧鸪茶饮。鹧鸪茶是当地海南的一个特色的一个饮品。
Right here. It's called portrait tea, and there's that story about the bird, right? 就是我们那个鹧鸪为什么叫鹧鸪茶呢？
鹧鸪茶它是相传在因为它也产自我们刚刚有提到的万宁，它是世界长寿就是长寿之乡。主要盛产于鹧鸪树。这有一个农夫呢，他有一只鸟叫鹧鸪鸟生病了，然后他就在当地采用了鹧鸪茶给它治病，然后鹧鸪鸟就已经把病治好了，结果还能够活很长的时间，然后就发明这个，觉得这个茶有这种保健的功效。
I was just asking why it's called named after a bird, and Miss Peng just said there was an old man and had a sick bird, and the old man fed the bird with the leaves from the tree, which is called a portrait tree, and the bird is a portrait. So they found actually there's a property of health benefits in the plant. So they
and it cured the bird, and so then they decided, maybe it also can cure us, cure the humans.
That's just, I think that's go back to like Chinese traditional medicine, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
品尝一下吗？
So and while we're here in this shop, because upstairs that we're going to have a great view from here.
Oh yeah, we're getting a good view upstairs, and we're going to try the partridge tea.
We hope so, but we're running short on time.
No time for the tea.
So we're going upstairs. Oh, I missed my dessert there. I don't want to leave it, but
I actually finished all the dessert. Yeah.
Already?
It was good. It was very icy. I think I may have put too much in at once, and I got a bit of a brain freeze.
And how do you like the street so far?
Yeah, it's good. It's very relaxing just to walk down, and you feel it's quite peaceful, and everything is laid back, and you just want to stroll, maybe pop in for some ice cream, and then pop into another store, have some tea, and it's very tranquil. Yeah.
The thing is, I think it's a mixture of modern and traditional local culture. Like the tea, the coffee shop, the opera, and of course there are a lot of food stands that just sell regular Chinese food.
Yeah, it's quite a lovely place.
And the thing is, even though it's building into a touristy spot, but still there are the old charms. This reminds me of the Bond.
James Bond.
No, the Bond area.
The Bond.
The Bond, not James Bond. The Bond area in Shanghai.
The Bond in Shanghai. Yeah.
It's definitely. It looks. It's a
very similar.
It's the openness of this part of the country.
Yeah.
And actually, I learned Haikou was one of the earliest ports that kind of opened to the rest of the world.
Out of breath from the stairs.
And the history tracing back to 100 years ago, and Haikou has been an open place. And right across us, we have the Xinhua Palace, which is actually the whole house to the goddess of the sea.
God of the sea, Mazu. Is, the female goddess of the sea, I believe. So that is the temple, right? That's the temple over there, right?
Yeah, that's our palace. Yeah.
The palace.
Basically, the local people, when they sail away, they worship the Mazu so that to get good luck. Because this island, of course, is sometimes struck by typhoon or other natural disaster. But that's the richness or deepness of diversity here in China.
Yeah.
就因为讲了彭老师就讲这个 妈祖文化嘛，其实也和我们航海文化是不是息息相关的？
因为妈祖它为什么会有一个妈祖庙呢？因为就是当时在沿海地区经常有船民啊，他们要出海，所以就会来这个妈祖进行一个祭拜。因为妈祖他本身是有奇人的，他是在27岁的时候为了救助海上罹难的百姓，然后他就牺牲了。牺牲了之后，他就经常在海上显灵，所以在沿海地区经常出去的渔民啊，就会在出海之前来进行一个祭拜，来保佑自己平安。
Well, actually, there's a even more interesting backstory. It's almost like a ghost story. But anyway,
Ghost story.
Mazu is a real person.
Oh, real person.
And she actually, when she was like 27, she dived into the water to save people.
Wow.
But then then 她救了之后，
她救了之后牺牲了，27岁的时候。
But she died from it at 27 years old and tried to save people sailing out there in the ocean. But she comes back to guard people. Her spirit.
The spirit of her watches over you. Like it's good for you before you're going out into sea. Okay.
所以她被奉为海上女神。
So then the people start to call the Mazu the goddess of the sea.
Okay.
海上的保护女神。所以
这个天后宫有多久啊？
它是始建于元代，距今有700多年的历史。
So that building is like 700 years ago.
Wow,
In the
700
Yuan
years old.
dynasty.
Yeah, this place is just steeped in history.
But it's still like 700 years ago. But still look at the architect.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's very intact and it's preserved pretty well.
And then just like the style of it is Chinese, but there are touches of like mixture of different places.
Southeast Asian,
Southeast Asian,
European, Mediterranean, Baroque styles, all combined and fused together. Yeah, I've never seen anything like it before.
And then of course, like Haikou is the provincial capital of Hainan, and it goes back to the first. It's been a week since we got on our journey, and we opened in Yangpu Port, which is about 20 kilometers away from Haikou City. So we basically circled. We did a full circle on the Hainan.
Around Hainan, yeah, full circle.
And Hainan is aiming to become like a free trade port. So that means more openness and to help connect China with the rest of the world. And we see this, like in centuries years ago, this place is already infused.
Yeah, already opening up. Yeah, centuries ago. It's.
But this is just the oldness, the rich, deep culture here in Haikou. But then, Taoyuan is on a ship and have a pretty nice view of the modern Haikou skyscraper, the city skyline. And so they'll probably just toss to Taoyuan.
Yeah, let's toss over Xinchen.
I'm the shoe, you're the
You're the
foot.
shoe, I'm the foot.
Yeah.
And we're passing over to
Taoyuan.
Thank you, Jason, Xinchen. Looks like you guys are having so much fun visiting a popular tourist destination, checking out all these cool shops, having some cool beverages, desserts, while we've just been standing here on this boat under the sun. Just check out my face. It's red and oily and sweaty.
Me too.
And of course, joining us again is Gao Han. He's with the local Sansha Satellite Television. Thank you so much for joining us again, Gao Han.
Yeah, hey everyone, I am Gao Han, bilingual broadcaster from Sansha Satellite TV channel, and nice to see you again, and welcome to the city of Haikou, to the capital city of Hainan province. Also, you know that the city is reputed as the city of coconut.
It's nicknamed actually Coconut City, but obviously we're on the ocean. I have no sense of direction to begin with. We just made a U-turn. Just tell me a little bit, orient me. Where are we?
Yeah, actually we are at sea, and you can see the life jacket we are now wearing. And precisely, I would like to say that here is the Haiko Bay, and where you can have a panorama view of the vast coastline of the city.
But just tell us a little bit about yourself, Gao Han, why don't you? Because you're actually not from here. You're
right. I come from the northeast province of China.
Right, and this used to be a old port, I was told, and I did invite a guest to help us kind of explore this bay area of Haikou City. So joining us right now is Mr. Wang Rui.
Yeah. Hey.
Sir, thank you for joining us. He's with the Vessel Traffic System Center of the Haikou Maritime Safety Administration. Thanks again for
yes,
Mr.
thank you.
Wang.
I'm a VTS operator, and today very glad to be here. Very nice to meet you.
Okay, so as Gao Han and I were just saying that this area behind us, right, used to be the old port of Haikou City, correct?
Yes, that is correct. And actually, formerly, this area belonged to the Xingang port, and the Xingang port is
Xingang Port.
Xingang port is a ferry terminal, and the passengers crossing Chengdu Strait mainly via Xingang port.
Okay.
That is formerly. And with the development of the economy and the port function, the Xingang port cannot meet the requirement. So the ferry terminal is changed to the Xinying port, and the Xingang area and the Haiko Bay is rebuilt into the seafront recreation area. And we can see along our voyage, and that's all. Thank you.
And you told me that this is actually called the Bund of Haikou?
Right here, just over there, the coastline, because there have many interesting restaurants and beautiful lights. So at night, the residents can walk here to relax and to walk.
I think
to feel the charm of the city.
It does look quite similar to the Bund because the buildings are actually quite Western looking. So we're passing through this important bridge over here.
Bridge.
It's a landmark here in
Right.
Haikou City. I know nothing. I mean, everything seems interesting to me because this is my first time here.
The name of this bridge is Sentry Bridge.
Sentry Bridge.
And it connects the Hainan Island and Haidian Island. Now you can see that just over there, this is Haidian Island, where Hainan University located on this small, lovely island.
Okay, so this would be the island of Haidian. It's to the north of the city.
North of the city.
And it's a quite large island, you told me?
Yeah, it's quite large island, around 200,000 residents who lives on this island.
So area about 13.8 square kilometers, population 200,000.
Yeah.
And I was told there's no factory on the island of Haidian.
So the ecological is good.
Yeah, quite a few hospitals and schools. So this is also dubbed the island with the best environment and the best condition of living.
Yeah, you see the Sentry
slides.
Bridge. It's like a bond to connect the Hainan Island and Haidian Island, and around 3 kilometers. But previously, before, without this big bridge, so the residents can only sail from that island, from that part to this part. Maybe mainly by using the previous port that Mr. Wang has already just introduced to us.
Okay, so do we know when was the port decommissioned? Was it after this bridge was built?
Maybe after this bridge was built.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, Mr. Wang, I assume you tour this water quite frequently because you're in charge of the safety of the waterway?
Safety of water. Actually, one of the basic responsibility of our department is, according to the procedure of our work, we will survive the information service and the traffic organization service. These actions can ensure the safety at the sea. Of course, including this watch area.
Right.
Yes.
So you come on board a boat quite often.
Yes.
Right. And so, like I said, I have no sense of direction.
Yeah.
This would be the Haidian Island.
Haidian Island.
And this is the
main Haikou City, and precisely it is the city center of the city. And you see that bright architecture. See, just over there.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
That cool looking
sounds
one?
like a wormhole.
Right.
There.
Well, it
you know what it is? What it is?
It's no. Tell me about it.
Actually, it is a library.
Wow. It's quite interesting looking. You said it's a wormhole?
The ship of this library is like a wormhole, and it is open to public just from yesterday.
But to me, I mean, it looks like a small boat.
Yeah.
So it blends in perfectly with the environment.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and the little holes, it can let the wind in, and also they can let light in.
Wow.
Inside.
Okay. So I did want to ask you both of you guys about the Zhongshan Strait, because we hear about it so much. It's such an important waterway of China.
Yeah.
But once again, I don't know where it is.
And you see that after we passing through this Century Bridge, have you noticed that here it becomes much more wide?
You don't say. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The water has become much more wide because here this place is not only a Zhongshan Strait and not only the Haiko Bay, but also it is the cross point of the entrance of one of the water point entrance of the Nandu River.
Right.
City. Yeah.
And Mr. Wang, the Zhongshan Strait is an important part of your job?
Okay. Zhongshan Strait is very important, and it's a channel between Guangdong and Hainan province. And
Can we see Guangdong province here?
We can use
Is it
ferry
blocked
or
by
use
that
roller
small
ship.
island?
In which direction?
Direction is that is Xinhua Port is on this
Xinhua Port is here.
and Guangdong Xinhua Port and Hainan Port on the north side of the Zhongshan Strait. Yes.
I'm completely disoriented. So which direction are we traveling now?
We are towards the west, I guess, right?
So we're going
The
west.
west.
This
now?
is the north.
North. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm
You're
wrong.
no better than me. You're no better than me. But it's hard to lose direction on the ocean. Right?
Sorry to interrupt. You can continue about the Zhongshan Strait.
Okay,
Zhongshan Strait.
I
to
will
let us know
continue.
more.
Right.
Zhongshan Strait,
quite busy, right?
just
It's
I
quite
say,
busy
is
strait.
link the Guangdong and the Hainan province.
Yeah.
But besides, Zhongshan Strait is a very important channel, link the East Asia, the Vietnam, and the Beibuan economy zone. And every year, about 14 million passengers crossing Zhongshan Strait via the ferry or passenger
How many?
ships.
14 million passengers.
14 million passengers use the Zhongshan Strait.
14 million.
Millions.
Wow.
Yes. More than this number.
How many vessels?
This number is climb year. Yes.
And I've heard that this Zhongshan Strait, it is an international strait, right?
It's actually it's in the water strait. Also, it's international strait because vessel from the East Asia or to the Vietnam use our Zhongshan Strait, and each year about more than 8,000 foreign vessels crossing our Zhongshan Strait. Yes.
Right.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
Well, that's actually quite understandable because, Haikou City has always been, historically has always been an important port city of China, right? So, Mr. Wang, we're going to come back to you in just a little bit, so don't go away. Don't go too far.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Gaohan, I see.
Is it good, the scenery?
As Mr. Wang was just telling us about the Zhongshan Strait, I just couldn't help but look around me. For one, because I grew up on the inner land, and I've never been on the ocean quite often. And for two, is because I found out that there's quite a bit of construction going on. So it did give me a sense of feeling that this city is growing quite rapidly. What brought you here?
Actually, as I just said, that I come from the northeast province of China. But why I come here, I think this maybe the Hainan province called me to come here. Yeah, because you know that currently Hainan is building a free trade port vigorously, and there has a series of preferential policies for the talents, like the talents to introduce the talents to come here to build this free trade port. And I found that this island is is lovely, so I come here. That's the first reason. And the second reason, that I was born in 1988. Maybe it's the destiny. At that time, the same year of the construction of this Hainan island.
Right, that was the year when the island of Hainan actually became a province itself
Right.
because it used to be a part of Guangdong province, right? And like we just talked about before, it's just a straight away from Guangdong province. And this is a very interesting point that you brought up because during my short stay here, I mean, I've come here before on private visits, right?
Yeah.
For fun to enjoy the beaches and things and sunshine, of course. But this is probably my third or fourth time here. And I did find out something that's quite interesting is that everyone is from somewhere else. Like you hardly meet anyone from Hainan province locally.
Yeah, that's a good point. That to know that as the Hainan built this free trade port, and there will be the talent introducing policy. That's why I come here.
Okay. So the province is actually consciously attracting people to come here.
Yeah.
To build
this port.
And were you part of that program?
Of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to know that if I come after in this program, that I can benefit a lot around me.
Like how?
Like that, first of all, I can make a residence here, a long-term permanent residence here. Then secondly, I can buy the cars, buy the house with this permanent residence.
Right.
And thirdly, that's the most important part for me, that I can get the house subsidies every month.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the most important thing for me is to do what I love to do, visit housing subsidies. I guess you're a very honest man.
Yeah.
Well, that would be very attractive to me as well if you give me money, just money every month.
You know that the talents can get house subsidies from 1,500 to 5,000 yuan per month.
Wow.
Per person.
Wow,
That's the money.
probably even higher than the average wage here. I don't know what the average would be, but I'd say it's somewhere around that standard, right? So quite a lot of money. Wow. And do you ever feel like an outsider here?
No.
So it is a very inclusive.
I can adjust to the island's environment, living environment smoothly.
Right.
Because you know that Hainan and Haikou City is a vast city and it is the capital city, and you can find everything that you like, and it can satisfy your demands in every aspect.
Right.
Yeah.
Gawan, I haven't had a chance to explore the city yet because we got here quite late last night. This would be the downtown area of Haikou City.
Actually, this is the city center.
Okay, so okay, so pretty much like the Guomao district.
Like the Guomao district,
of
the
Beijing.
CBD of
Central
Haikou.
Business District.
Yeah, that you see that these tall buildings, when at night, they are shining some small lights on these tall buildings, and wow, it is very beautiful.
Right. Wow, a lot of...
And I know that you have come to Hainan for this time for a couple of days and visited a couple of cities around Hainan Island, and which is your favorite?
I'd say yesterday we went to Wenchang City, which is where one of the space launch sites of China, right? Where rockets, one of the 4 important rocket launching sites of China. So I'd say that was pretty cool because here's a wonderful coincidence is that during my flight here, I bought a book from a bookstore at the airport. I've never heard the name of the book. I just opened the front page and I saw
reading.
I do. I saw something written on the front page, which says that there are 2 inherent things that the human beings like to explore that's hardwired in their genes, and one is the ocean, one is the sky. The ocean because you want to know the origin of life, and the sky is because you want to know the future. So that really touched me. That's the entire reason why I bought the book. And that turned out to be a very interesting book, but that's a different topic. But I just felt like yesterday at Wenchang, I really got to see that. We did this live stream on the beach, with the rocket towers right behind us. So we have the ocean to our back, and we have China's most amazing space program in our back. And we talked about, all the space stations and the moon missions and the Mars missions. And I was like, wow, this is the closest that you get to, both knowing the origin and the future. So So I'd say Wenchang is definitely one of my favorite.
Yeah, I have your idea, but I'm sure that after today's visit and after today's live show, I'm sure that you will love the city of Haikou, of its charm.
Well, I already do because I think Xinchen and Jason took us to see the historical side of the city, and here we have the modern
I just noticed
side.
that they have tasted many good, delicious snacks.
I saw, man, am I jealous?
I'm starving.
Well, is this going to become a... I have to say, I'm sorry, when people talk about the island of Hainan, people think about Sanya as the most important tourist destination. What about Haikou? Are more people coming here?
Actually, Haikou is much more charming because you can find everything you need in this capital city, and like the education, like the hospital, and like the work opportunities. And nowadays, as the rapid development of this free trade port built, then you can not only have the job opportunities, you can also feel very relaxed here. And to enjoy, to feel the different types of the sea sports here in the city.
As you also said, the entire island, which is 3 times the size of the San Francisco Bay Area. I mean, this entire island is going to be turned into a free trade port. So talk about duty-free shopping. But I want to bring in Mr. Wang Rui again. Mr. Wang, thank you again for coming out.
Okay.
I heard that there's a quite cool policy to attract foreign yachts to Haikou.
Okay, next I will introduce Haikou Port. And mainly we have 3 docks in Haikou Port. And we can see here is Xiuying Port. Xiuying Port is a comprehensive port. We have container carriers, bulk carriers, general cargo ship, or the passenger ships. All these ships can deal with the cargo work in Xiuying Port. Next we have Xinhua Port, which is specialized for the passenger ships. And can contribute more than 8% of the passengers growth in Chengde Strait. And Matsun Port is mainly the dangerous cargo.
What's
like
it called? Matsun Port?
Matsun Port.
Basel Port.
Yeah, located on
an important port around Hainan.
Matsun, right?
Matsun, located on the west of Haikou. Like fuel oil, gas, coal, like this cargo, all this cargo is via Matsun Port into the Hainan province. This is some information on the Haikou Port.
Right, right.
Yes.
So we talked about Hainan, the entire island, being turned into a free trade port. And as part of that program, the province, is going to further open up to not just foreign businesses, right, also to foreign tourists, visitors. And as we were just chatting, the boats, private yachts, are getting cheaper and cheaper. and I heard there's a quite cool policy to attract more of these yachts owners from outside of China to come visit this island.
Yes, before, according to the free trade port policy, the foreign yachts can supply the application one time, and after approved, you can enter our inner water. This is, I can say, it's an action according to the free trade port policy to service for the
international yachts.
Yes.
Right. So you're going to have 8 entrances around the island. Is that the deal? And then you have to only apply or register your boat once in order to explore this whole island, right?
So simplify the procedure for the international boats, yachts to come here.
Right. Thank you for the explanation, Mr. Wang. That was Mr. Wang Rui again with the Vessel Traffic System Center of the Haikou Maritime Safety Administration. Thank you, sir, so much for coming out.
Thank you.
It's interesting happening here in your adopted hometown.
Right. And just now during this interview, did you feel that the boat is a little bit swaying because of the wind?
Well,
no.
I felt fine. I just felt that my hair was all over the place. So you've been here for 2 years.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place?
Actually, there are many places for my favorite. One of them is this beach, the Haikou City beach. Here, just over there.
The one that we can see right now?
Why? Because you know that I'm the kind of guy who likes to watch the sea in a diesel, thinking of nothing, just to enjoy the sea, enjoy the nature. And most importantly, you know that on that beach you can see many beautiful and lovely sailing boats, and these are for the training.
Small dots over there.
Yeah, for the training of this sport, this kind of sport.
Oh, this is also a training ground.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I remember you told me this morning. This is also a training ground for the national team, right?
Yeah, the national team of the sailing boat.
Is it because there's something?
Because of the weather and because of the water conditions here.
Wow.
So every winter, the national professional athletes will come here to make their trainings during the winter time.
And do you come here to report on it, to cover it?
Yeah, of course. And besides, you know that I also experienced to try.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, man.
But I'm a new first timer, so my sailing skills is not very good, but it is quite interesting.
Wow! You got to do everything. Well,
So this is one of the favorite place I think in Haikou.
Right. What about outside of Haikou, just on the island in general?
Of course, like the Sanya, the city of Sanya, the tourist city, and also the Qionghai, Wenchang, and around Hainan Island, most of the cities, most of the places are very interesting and deserve to have a sea there.
Right. I do want to chat with you more, Gaohan, because like I said, the sea just satisfies my interest, my curiosity so much. We have the sky above and the ocean below. But Jason and Xinchen took us to see the historical side of the city and the skyline right here. What the city is today.
One point, last but not least, that if you like our today's live broadcast show, please do not forget to add us, follow us. Yeah.
Well, this is also going to be our last day here in Hainan, so quite sad. Gohan, thank you so much again for joining us.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.